careening down the street of conversation like a plane on fire, like a literal plane on fire, bolting down through this street. We abandon the ship as it explodes in the air, and we see a nice little shop to buy. And we
Yeah.
will, won't we, Cyber Brian?
Yeah,
As the
hello.
air above us explodes and the debris and the black box from that plane we borrowed hurtle into the abyss.
Yeah, and it's currently disintegrating over Tired Town. But hello and welcome to Main
Well,
Street, Tired
disintegrating.
Town.
I'm pretty sure
And
an engine crashed into that chick's house.
yeah, well, that's fine. We're gonna set up. There's a shop for
You know
lease in
what?
front
You
of
know
us,
what? We're
and we're
gonna
gonna
set up
set
a
up a
shop and
shop.
we're gonna sell her another engine.
I don't think. What are well, no. Hang on. What kind of shop are we gonna set up? I was thinking more of the grocery store kind of thing. General makes a lot of money.
We sell
It's
everything. But we
that's
sell
a bit
groceries.
broad.
But we listen. I could sell you a weapon.
That's no. Where
Yeah, now
I
wait. Now
refuse to
hold on,
be.
Si. I could make anything. I could make it. You could. There's nothing you can't make into a weapon.
That is a whole
Here is a
entire talk
shoe.
for another conversation.
You could.
But
I could bludgeon you to death with this shoe.
yes,
This
you
stapler.
could. But
I could
well, not me
staple
specifically, but
you. I could
you could kill
staple
someone with it.
close to you.
You could
I
do
could
that
kill
to
you with a
someone.
stapler.
I no, I'm made out of metal.
Yeah.
That's just, it wouldn't.
I'd
But
ram you to death with a trolley.
no. So we have our shop here. So what do you want it to look like? I was thinking of more like a quaint kind of nice kind of shop built into the front of like a row of houses. That's kind of the image I was
Like an
going for the
oval.
perfect shop. An oval.
Like a big stadium. Like horse racing. Like we'd ride on
Wait.
the, we'd have horses on the trolleys, and no, that's kind of like Roman chat. We put
Yeah.
engines in the horses. No,
Wait.
listen, we've already improved transportation.
Yes, that's a tire talk that you can check
We put
below.
engines in the trolleys, and they would race.
Okay.
The people would race. And
Wait.
we'd have vendors. We'd sell snacks. We'd have an audience.
What? Wait, hang on a minute.
I am
I was about
a
to say that I
genius.
wasn't on board with this idea because I feel like engines
You're
on
very
trolleys
much on board.
would be lead to a lot of health and safety
We'd have the
regulations.
maintenance.
But
Listen, no, it's a fact. The quicker you go, the better deal you get. You know, and I mean, the place would be practically empty. We're providing the service.
I mean,
No people hanging around.
I
This would be great. You know, there's a certain plague going on. You want people in and out of the shop quickly. Essential stuff only. If they're messing around looking at fine cheeses, they'll get rammed to death.
I think you've accidentally stumbled upon an interesting idea, which is very
Now
similar
hold
to
on,
everything
that's
your
the
entire
thing.
talk.
We could make different
Because
sports. One day
no,
NASCAR racing, the other day Olympic running. They'd run because they wouldn't do the trolleys. Next day horse racing, little kids on their backs.
oh god, this would lead to a lot
We
of
could flood
injuries
the
very
place and
quickly.
do swimming.
I feel like that would damage a lot of the groceries. But if you have an
Oh,
audience
we'd
like in the
freeze
middle
it,
of the
and
oval,
then we do the Winter Olympics, bobsled.
on trolleys, this is
With
okay.
the trolleys.
I am
And yeah,
I
by
am
the
all
time
for
the
this
ice
idea
thaws and the
because
water goes away, it'd reset. We'd do it at a weekly type daily. And then maybe we'd add on like javelin and gymnastics for like fancy people.
but like if you think about it, you'd be charging the people that come to watch it and sitting in the middle, but then the people who are doing competitive shopping on the inside in different sports, they would be paying you as
Yeah.
well as part of the shopping.
Yeah, but well, like
It's so much
at
money.
a reduced price. But
Okay,
yes,
yeah, at a reduced price
we
because they
would
probably
be.
suffer bodily harm and injury. But like
Yeah,
that's
but
you might have accidentally stumbled upon your magnum opus first time in this tired talk, my friend.
ooh, maybe I could make what's I can get the Magnum ice cream. That's my gold.
Oh, well, competitive shopping is a genuinely intriguing idea. But I was thinking of another option. For you want a
Uh-huh.
grocery store, but let's say you live out in the middle
I
of
do
nowhere.
want a grocery store.
You live in the Sahara Desert. You're not living
I
in
swear to
the quaint
God, I
village
swear to
called Tired
absolute
Town.
God, if you do a
No,
circle of
no, it's not,
groceries.
it's not, it's not, it's not, it's not, it's not, it's not. But that reminds me of another
All
idea I
right,
had
put it
earlier.
away.
But
Oh no.
this is it's grocery to go. So you download an app on your phone, and you're like, "Hey, I'm here in the middle of the Sahara Desert, and I would like to buy
As you
some
do.
watermelons." And then
Oh.
you send that. It has the GPS app on your phone. You wait a couple of minutes, depending on how far you are away from the nearest
Is
shop.
this like
But
a
then the
drone or
shop
like are we sending out a small
itself,
boy?
no, the shop itself flies to you. There's jet engines underneath the shop which can cause it to fly. There's a pilot sitting behind the counter, and they land down
No.
beside you, and then you walk in, do your shopping, pay for like the transport, and then they fly away and go to the next customer. It's
Well,
perfect. All you need is a safe landing zone.
here's my two things. Yeah, I was about to say because if you weren't going to add a human pilot onto that, then the fucking thing would fly right to the GPS, right to the location, and ram the shit. It'd be like,
Well,
"Where's
obviously.
customer?" The shop flies back into the dock. Did you get any customers? You see the front screen and it's covered in blood and limbs because he keeps ramming into them because the GPS it lands straight where the GPS is, where it's straight where the phone is, and it just rams them into bloody pieces. And also,
Okay.
what if the vehicle also gets lost? And also, I mean, listen, the contenders in the big round oval sports, shop, they're not going to be too happy with it flying.
Yeah, but it's to get. Let's say people can't get to the sports shop, which is not shop for sports. It's a shop where
No,
you
we're not.
sports shop.
Yeah.
But it brings the shop to you. People like the sensation of shopping, but now you can do it from home or wherever
But
you
wait,
are. But
you've run into another problem. Diesel.
no,
As
it's
if
rocket fuel, obviously.
you're going to constantly be losing money.
It's biodiesel, as Turtle Guy says.
Biodiesel. Listen. First of all, don't you use biodiesel against me. Second of all, yeah, someone
It's
hires
not a
it. You could
sport,
the
my guy.
amount of prank calls, the amount of prank stuff. Like someone,
No, but you have
oh,
to pay to use the app. It's a subscription service. In order that would stop that kind of
Netflix,
things.
Netflix, but a giant grocery store appears right next to you.
Yeah,
So
the
wait,
only
yeah,
problem
landing
is
zones. What is it
we'd
going
have
to
to
land down in the middle of a neighborhood, crushing the populace? Or what is it
no,
going to be
it's like
ladders?
it's
You
like a
can use the
plane in
desert, but where else is it going to park?
it's like a plane in GTA. It'll land in the nearest safe
It
zone,
can't fly.
but no,
It'll just be
like
like T posing.
no, but like let's say you're sailing and you're in the middle of the water. It can hover down. It
Oh
can just
yeah.
drop an elevator to you, or it can drop a rope, and you just have to climb up, and it'll winch you up. Um, but
How do
then
you get back down onto
it
your
winches you.
vehicle?
It
Just
winches you
okay,
down.
push.
It winches you down. Maybe we'll invest in into hovercraft versions, which can go on land and water, but they'd have to make specific
Yeah,
motorways for them because they just
that
barrel down
that
everything.
it would hold. Yeah, that it would hold a shop that big, and that we'd have to hire people to go on this flying shop. Oh yeah, here you go. It'll take you seven. Is there a Pacific landmass, or is someone in like bloody Antarctica gonna be like, "Hey, can I get a shop?" And you're like, "It's been a 7-day journey to get this shop here because we're in a friggin' hovercraft."
Yeah. Well, obviously, if you're that far away, you wouldn't pick the hovercraft option because it would cost a hell of a lot of money to get there because it would take longer. But, or maybe it would be
So
cheaper if it takes longer.
you
Hang on a
are
minute.
serving. Yeah, the bloody food would go stale and
No, but that's
off.
why it's kept in the fridge. It's kept
The
in the
shoppers
fridges.
working the. Yeah, but the food would the expiry dates. The bloody
It wouldn't
people
take that
working in the
long.
shop. they- No.
Well, I mean, if you order it from the other side of the world, then you might as well expect it to be off. But like, the flying
Well, that's
shop
the
can't
service
be
you're
can't.
trying to provide.
Go groceries cannot be held responsible for that any
Go
like
go
food
groceries.
poisoning or anything
What
that
the
else that
hell?
you want. But I really hope that's not trademark because I'm going to invest in that. Circle of Thieves and Go
Well, I
Groceries
mean,
coming
oh,
soon to Tire Town. But
I'm pretty sure there is something called Go Go's.
well, there is Go-Go's. I'm looking at a bag of them right now across the room. I'm not even joking.
One
I
of
can
those
see them
days,
from here.
I'm gonna rip them open. I'm gonna rip you open.
They're
I'm
cool. I
gonna
actually
rip you.
liked Go-Go's when I was younger. But
When I was a
anyway,
younger boy.
But yeah,
Well,
Go-Go
I've thought
Groceries
of
is
a
a
better
flawless
section
plan.
than yours. I've
The only wait
improved your idea.
before we carry on to
Mm-hmm.
yours, the only problem with Go-Go Groceries that I can think of is for the flying bit.
Oh no! Swear to
Turbulence
God!
may be a
Oh,
slight option, or it might be a slight problem,
a slight
depending on the
option.
wind.
That fucking store would be like
Yeah, but don't
bloody
fly into
Indian bits.
storms, obviously. They're not gonna like the pilot
Not
isn't gonna see
storms.
like a hurricane and go like, oh, a shortcut. And then just get
I
torn
said
to
the
shreds.
store, not storms.
Oh right. But yeah, they'd also have to like use air traffic control so they don't fly into airports and stuff.
Air
But
traffic control. Everything would have to be nailed down.
yeah, it would be. It would be like tied down with a rope or something, I don't know. But that's how it would work. Or just use like industrial grade magnets.
So, so wait, is this you? It's an oversimplified delivery service.
Well, no, if you want like a delivery
No, it's like a postman. Here's your package, but you gotta go in there and get what you actually want. Not
Yeah, it's
here's
like
the.
you're like say it's the same thing as like a post office, but with rockets on the bottom.
But
It's
it's
the same
flying the
principle.
post office.
Yeah,
Are you sure? Are you sure the simpler method would just
that would
not
solve a
be
lot of
order
problems.
what you want and we will deliver said items to you?
Yeah, but that's what you're doing. But you're doing it in case you haven't made up your mind yet, and then you can always go in and then leave without buying anything if you
Yeah, but what if
change
we
your
don't
mind.
have the product because we fucking had to fly over here?
Yeah, but it'll get restocked mid-transit. Like there'll be like like helicopters or planes that
No,
will
wait,
like
hold
latch
on, hold
on and then give it the supplies and then leave.
the amount of things that you're going to have to do, when in reality, all you need to do is a truck with a few groceries.
Yeah, but this is for
You've
people who
turned it.
can't access those facilities, those kind of facilities, and
What kind
this
of
is for
facility?
people.
It's not rocket science.
Roads,
What, you just ring
roads.
the.
If you're in the middle of the fucking ocean, you're not going to have access to roads, turtle guy.
If you're in the
But
middle of the ocean, why are you buying food and not sending? Oh yeah, your phone is full bars. You got signal. Boy, I really need to go to their shops.
yeah,
I
well,
really need some.
you might be out
You
in the
are
ocean
in the
fishing for
middle
like
of
three
the
weeks.
ocean drowning.
No, you're not.
Oh,
Hey,
I
that's
thought.
very
Oh.
negative. That's but like
Well, you
I'm
weren't. You didn't say in the
obvious.
middle. You didn't say on a boat in the middle of the ocean. You said in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah, but
not on the middle of
obviously,
the ocean.
if you're sinking and you call them for help, they're obviously not going to leave you for dead. That's why there isn't a
Yeah, by
robot
the time
pilot.
they
It's with a
get there, you
person.
will be dead.
Yeah, but also it's a
You will
very
be
foolproof
deceased.
plan because if you try
There's
to,
a bunch of
it's kind of a robbery-proof shop because if you try to rob them, all they
no
have to do
one's.
is just lift up into the sky, and if you try to rob the pilot, it just drops. Everyone goes, no one wins.
So
But
it's a giant kamikaze store, is what you're
no,
telling me.
no, it's like the Hulk cell in the
You try to
Avengers.
steal this plane, we'll put it into the ocean and kill everyone on it,
No,
including you.
it's like the Hulk cell, but for grocery stores that fly to your location. I'm just saying it's a foolproof plan, and for an express
It's
version that
not.
costs more, you can condense that down into a
Express,
van or some
express.
sort of truck that just has exactly what you order. You pre-order your
That's
item instead
what
of
they
having
do.
to
That's
go
what
into the
we have
shop.
now. You are literally dragging the store right there, which the airfield. You're going to crash into so many birds, planes,
No, but it's for people.
vehicles.
It's for people that miss the excitement and the
Excitement.
engagement of walking into a store.
What?
Let's say
Why
you're living
not
in the
go to
Alaskan
a
winters.
store?
They
Yeah,
can't reach one.
it's going to take you at least 3 hours plus to get this vehicle from where you're based, unless you have one in
Yeah, but
each
they don't
continent.
have their
In
least. They
every
don't have
country
to
of the
leave their
world, you're
house.
going to have to stock up on everything. You're not going to make any money.
That's what you think. But like
You're
but
not going to make
it's
any
a
money. It's going to take
subscription
you.
service, and we'll have
It'll take
sponsors.
you 3 hours to
We'll get
deliver
in
to
touch
one
with
person,
Tesla.
and then
It'll
you'd
go
have to
great.
go back.
We'll get in touch with Uber as well. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. And then let's say we're
You
running out.
invented Uber Eats. You reinvented Uber Eats.
Yeah, but let's say it's not making money. Then we can offer it up as a
Well, you
taxi
just
service
blow it
as
up.
well. It'll bring you to whatever shop you actually need to go to. So, and then it'll
Why not
leave you
just
there.
go to a shop? Why not just?
Yeah, but like
Like,
the people drive to shops, but like when you get there, you can like flaunt your style and your ego by saying, "Oh, you drove to the shop. I took my shop to the shop,"
oh
and then
yeah,
you,
except the shop will be empty.
yeah, because you can't
No,
have too
no,
many people in it, or it'll be way too much and won't be able to take off.
it'll be a one person. You idiot. You invented a one person shop. Staff?
Yeah, one person, the pilot, and maybe a second person to stop them from getting lonely.
So there's only the pilot, maybe the co-pilot. There is no cleaners. There is
No,
no
the co-pilot would be the
kill staff.
cleaners and the staff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're flying the ship.
Yeah,
Go
okay,
clean
there's
up
two.
on
Okay,
aisle
let's say
everyone
there's
because the bloody the aisle is out the fucking window.
Okay, let's say there's two then. Let's say or three. There's the pilot, there is the cleaner and the helper and stuff, and then there's the till person and the security person. They can double. There you go.
In this massive giant store, this massive
Oh, it's
bloody
not. It wouldn't be
fucking
massive. In order to be like aerial dynamic, it'd probably be like the size of a house. Maybe it wouldn't be like
the size
massive.
of a house. So what you've done is you've gotten a plane from Ryanair, but stripped out all the seats and shoved a bunch of fucking aisles of food in there instead.
Yup.
That's what
No, but
that's
it
what you've
hovers.
done.
It's got rocket engines in the bottom, so it can hover mid. It doesn't have to continuously move forward. It just hovers in place. But anyway,
Again,
Turtle
the
Guy, what was
birds,
your
the
other
fire, the
idea?
fumes. You bloody. Well, my idea is much more sufficient. So it'll like
Sure.
be a big ass store, but the section you want just splits off like a transformer, and then it just lands down and it sets up there for a week, makes
Wait,
all the
what?
business, and then
That's
it
just
flies
my
away.
idea, but like,
Good one, Stark. But
that's just
better.
that's
I've
just
improved your
my
idea.
idea. No, you haven't. You've just stolen
I've
it.
polished your idea.
Yo, you've just
No,
stolen it and made it
you're
worse because
bringing
it just
no,
stays
you're
there.
yeah, because you're bringing the entire store and not making any money.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
giving people jobs and opportunities.
no, you're not. You just said it goes in a week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
they're
a
losing their
circus.
jobs.
It's like a circus. No, no, we keep them on. Listen, I would be employing the people, and not bloody. Oh yeah, you're a bloody security guard, a staff operator. You
They
need to
wouldn't be
clean.
employed. They'd
You're
be
gonna
getting paid, and they get paid overtime
yeah
in
for
case they
doing
like
three
crash or something.
jobs. We're going to employ you for three jobs. You may crash, and it'll take you several hours to get to the place we're going. You'll never see your family
Hey, I
unless you
never
put
said
them
that.
on said
They'd
vehicle.
have no.
It's
They'd
going to
work
the
like
well, going by your
2 day a week
theory. Let's say
shifts or
they're
three
based
day a
in
week
America.
shifts. Whatever a pilot does. I don't know what a pilot does.
Well, the pilot usually gets the plane, lands the plane, stays there, rests, and then hops on the plane the next
Oh, well,
day.
screw that. No, that would take too long. They'd probably do like the whole day and then get off and then take the entire next day off and then go back.
The amount of ships you'd need to make for this business to be financially, you'd need like a fleet of 1,000.
And we will. We'll
Yeah,
get
but
in
then the
touch
amount
with
of stock,
sponsors.
and also there is no way you now have 1,000 ships. There is no way none of that food is going to not go off.
No, it will, but that's when it gets thrown out the window and then get restocked
Well,
mid-transit
yeah.
by helicopters.
So
Or
wait, are
no,
you
better
just
yet,
gonna
it'll be like
eject it
sent to
out
like
into the
compost stuff.
ocean? Oh, you're composting it and not giving it to the poor and the hungry in
Well, I
Africa.
don't want to give them something that would give them food poisoning.
Well, listen, here's
But
actually a
here's
fun
the thing:
fact. No, no,
anything,
shut
anything
up.
that any
Turtle guy's
stock that
being.
isn't done by the day, we'll give that to
Mm-hmm.
charity, and
All
then
right,
we'll
we'll
complete
give.
restock
I'll
every day.
render my. Listen, listen. Shut up. Shut your face up right now. Because
Okay.
actually, in some places, uh, in some places where the food is like there's the best before date, those
Yeah.
best before dates you can usually eat within 2 days. But basically, so some of the places they throw it out, but in some places they've recently reintroduced that any of that best before stuff they actually give to homeless charities and they disperse it. So you're homeless.
Oh,
You're not waiting around. You're chowing down on that stuff. So
that's
yeah.
actually not a bad idea. A better idea would be to like date it like a day or two before its actual expiry
Well,
date, so
maybe
that gives.
that's what they do.
Oh,
But
maybe,
still,
yeah.
I feel as if we may have got a bit sidetracked
A little bit,
because
just a tiny bit.
we were setting up a grocery, and now we have um,
We have the best
We
grocery
have
store ever to have, along with the
DHL
best
grocery
grocery store
store,
sport.
along with yeah, we've done everything except set up a grocery because
Oh my
we've
god, hang on a
invented a
minute. Why don't
store
we
and set up a
merge the
courier.
ideas together? So we have like a
No,
giant helicarrier like Thunderdome thing that flies around from place to place, and you go there
no.
and you book your ticket to get in. It'll come to you. You get in, you stay there for a while. We have like a hotel area as well. An entire it's like a cruise, but it's a shopping
Yeah.
center with sports inside. I'm telling you, it's gonna be amazing. It's the go-go grocery gauntlet.
It's not the
That's
go-go grocery go. I don't even know. You
that's
invented a prison store,
No,
I think.
they get out, obviously. You can leave whenever you want. You just book your time to get in,
No,
you
you
buy
can't
what you want, and
actually
you book
because
your
you'll be
way to get
floating
out.
across the ocean.
It's
What,
not,
escape
you're just
pods?
assuming it's always like out. No, it'll land down at the nearest like airport or something, and then you'll already have a pre-booked flight home from that location. It's all planned out. They don't just leave you in the middle of wherever they happen to be over at the time that your time ends.
Listen, listen, Cyber, could we just please make like a nice little quaint groceries that sells guns, and
No,
right next to the guns there's some nice buns and Nutella? There's
no.
no bakery in our. What's in our grocery? Can we just land our little grocery down? Make it a nice square shape. Maybe a rectangle, I don't mind. Um, and not have this big ass weird octagon that we've.
Okay,
Can we just have a
okay,
nice little quaint shop? A nice little
okay.
shop.
Hey,
Not bloody.
here's
Not
my
the.
last idea for
Swear
this,
to
and it
God. I swear to
no,
God.
it's a quaint shop. It's a
Oh
normal
no.
from the outside. It's a
Yes, it's a
normal
normal shot.
quaint
I swear to God, if I
grocery
see a
shop.
circle of any kind, I'm shooting you in the penis.
You
I
go
don't, you're gonna say
you
you
go
have no penis. I will give
you
you a
walk in.
penis. I
I
will
do
shoot it
have a
off.
pe.
Shut
I
up.
do-
Go on. Say it
um.
anyway.
Okay, you go into this shop. It's a normal
Right.
grocery shop. It
Uh
works.
huh.
It works the exact same as a normal grocery shop.
I
But
know by your
whenever
tone
you're
of voice what
buying,
you're about to say next.
wherever you're buying your grocery store, the guy's like, "Hey, would you like to see our loyalty card?" And then, of course, people are going to say, "Yeah." And then he says it's on the house, and then he or she, whoever's hired at the desk at that time, they'll slide you the card to you, and then you'll take it. And then every time you go back, there'll be a different person at the till, and they'll always wear a face mask, so the authorities will never be able to identify who they are. But that totally has nothing at all to be worried about. But when you get home with your groceries, you look at your card,
Never know, dodgy.
and it says you want groceries anywhere, anytime. You want them for cheaper. Well, just call
Have
this
you
number.
developed another
Call,
courier system?
call.
Have you
Oh,
developed another delivery?
I've perfected the courier system. It's a tried
Go
and
on.
tested, it's a proven formula. You
No,
see,
it isn't.
this brings you to this. If you call that number, you can book someone to go get your groceries for you. But you see, this isn't some ordinary person who just goes and gets your groceries and gives them to you. They get your groceries for cheaper. They get your groceries sometimes even without the grocery store knowing that you've gotten them. It's such good deals. Because you see, this brings you to, you call the number and you get directed to a certain organization, which I have set up called the Circle of Thieves. And it brings you to a special
You didn't
subdivision
even change the
called the
name.
Grocery Store Thieves. And they will go to whatever store you want, steal whatever you want, bring it back, and give it to you, the people. And you just have to charge whatever they'll take like a percentage of whatever you would have paid for the item, but it would only be a percentage. And then they get the kick out of stealing it.
Hey, yo.
You get
Um,
the groceries, and then the thieves will probably be
mhm.
arrested eventually, and it works out. The thieves will probably be arrested eventually, and it'll work out.
So they won't seek vengeance?
Well, I can't decide that or not,
Yeah,
but
you've invented a problem. So let's say, yeah, could you get me a certain piece of art from the Louvre? Okay, you've
that's
invented
not a
a
grocery
crime
store.
syndicate,
That's
you
not.
idiot!
That's not a
You
grocery
invented
store.
a
It's
crime
exclusively
syndicate.
for grocery stores. The museum and the museums and art galleries subsection of the Circle of Thieves is still in pre-production phase, and we're still playtesting that. We haven't decided on how that would work. So, but no, these are just
I'll
for the
tell you
grocery
how
store
it would
thieves.
work. It would work in hard time and jail.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't mean to be rude, but this is a stupid idea.
No,
This
it's not.
is
It's a great idea. It is a, dare I say, perfect idea.
no, you may not. You've invented some sort of weird.
Thieves for
Listen,
hire, essentially, is
I've
what the Circle of Thieves are.
for hire.
Exactly.
Aren't all thieves for hire?
No. No, not at all. Some thieves just thieve for themselves. A lot of thieves just thieve for themselves. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
do you have
Because
any other ideas for your grocery store, Turtle Guy?
you've broken my brain. I just wanted a nice quaint. Oh no, wait, hold on. I figured it out.
Oh, really?
The Suicide Squad grocery store. So
What
you
would that
put a
entail? Your
bracelet on
head
your
gets
arm.
exploded every time you walk in the door?
You got 30 minutes. If you don't finish your shop in 30 minutes,
Jesus
if you're
Christ!
shopping, you're
No,
talking to
no,
people for
hang
too
on.
long. Kaboom!
Why? Why would that? Why would anyone go there?
Our prices are unrivaled by anyone.
So is your body count, and that's not something that you should be proud of.
Body count! You set up a thieving
Yeah, they're
organization
not
and a big
murderers. They
ass
don't kill the
delivery.
people.
How do they get the products? What? Do
They
they be like, oh
break
no, I am
in and they
surrounded.
steal it.
Better give myself in.
They break in and steal it. They're smooth
And what if
criminals.
they're caught? What if they're caught? What do
They're
they
never
do? Do
caught.
they?
Well, then the Circle of Thieves denies any intelligence of their actions. If they're caught or killed,
Oh,
they disavow any knowledge of
okay,
anything.
cyanide pill.
No, they just get arrested, but no one's gonna believe that they work for like a Circle of Thieves
You know,
organization. But they do.
even the dumbest cop is gonna be like, "Yo, this might be an actual thing.
Yeah, but then
Seems
there will
like
be
people
no
are
evidence at
actually
all. Because
and
that's
no
when the
evidence. They're
thieves come
handing
into
out
play.
cards.
The,
They are handing out cards.
yeah,
There are
but
these videos where you're talking about it right here. What?
yeah, but like, who's gonna watch this? It's just a think tag idea, guys. It's just a hypothetical situation and totally not a
So listen,
legitimate underground business.
Either A, Cyberprime is going to start running the Circle Thieves, or B, you've given the inspiration for someone to set up a cult of thievery, which
It's
probably
not a
already
cult of
exists.
thievery. It is not a cult of thievery. That is crude. That is not.
Crude.
That is not.
Crude!
Yeah, that is crude.
Alright, what is my other magnum? I've run out of magnum opus ideas. I
You kind
started
of you
off,
blew it all at the start. You like blew your
yeah,
magnum opus load right at the very beginning.
I came too quick.
Yeah, yeah, you did. Um, but
Hmm.
one last idea that
I
I
figured it
vaguely
out.
had.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no, no. I figured it out. You put on like a telepath. You write down a list. You put on. I don't know. I don't know how we do this, but we'd like read your mind. You'd enter the shop, and then all the items would come hurtling at you.
I don't even think that's a
Just
grocery store
don't
idea
order
anymore. It's
anything
just.
large like a bathtub, a grand piano.
Is there no way to stop it, or is it just perpetual motion? Like it just goes and it cannot be stopped.
Well, you gotta have a good strong grip.
Yeah, yeah, but like if they're coming hurtling at you, let's say you want to buy cutlery, you're just
Oh no! Don't bang it.
you're gonna have to sell
Yeah, but
exclusively foam
hold on.
objects.
Okay. Okay, that was a bit of a tad wrong idea. But what about
Yep.
that? Like, you write down a list, and then not being hurtled at you, but like we get like a bunch of maybe not children who are quick, like
The drones,
teenagers. We get
rovers,
a bunch of third. No, no,
rovers.
no.
Use the moon
Listen, they're
rovers.
not allowed.
Employ them.
You know what? We'll employ them, and they'll come hurtling
That's who
after
should
with the
fly the
shop.
plane. Or that's the ship flying the flying shop. Sorry, carry
You
on.
know, yeah, actually, you're right, because they're the only one with balls enough that will actually, I'm gonna take over this ship, I'll crash it, see if I care. I
Yeah.
bloody killed people on the moon, bitch. You take my nickel, you ain't gonna stop me. This plane will crash, but I will live.
Exactly.
I've seen things, motherfucker.
We're gonna bring the moon rovers back. We're gonna employ them as shop pilots, and then
Honestly, they'll take whatever work is going.
they will. I'm pretty sure we employed them in hypothetical prisons in the past as well, but don't quote me on that. Um, they were. I also employed them in like moon farms. That was another thing in the Panga incident.
Well,
But yeah.
they destroyed the moon farm. Do you not remember what the smell of death smells like?
Yeah, I know, but like that's why they were in biodomes. But anyway, that's another thing. We could have like, let's say you get stuck on the moon. We
Swear to
could
God, if you
invest
say
in
moon
one
mall.
particular. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Oh my God, the moon mall. That's a great name.
But
We'll invest in one
cyber,
specific
cyber.
rocket one that will fly to and fro.
Oh, Jesus Christ. In like a moon elevator. But Cyber, let's say you're in this moon mall one day. You're
Yeah.
walking around, and then you're walking around with little Timmy, you know, you're having a great time, the place is jamming, and then
I
someone,
think I know where
they
this
have a
is
little
going.
sniff, and they're like, hey, what smells so nice? And then this guy, he just bursts out and like, oh, my dear friend, that is not a nice smell, that is death you smell. That is not the smell of the nice flowers we have here on the moon, that is the stench of death. And he's saying this, but the person, they've already died. The person telling them that's not person at all. That's just a mad apparition they've gotten from sniffing moon. The stench
I
of
believe,
death.
I believe you're
Never
confusing
buy.
the
Listen,
stench of death with the lack of
if any
oxygen.
if there's any celebrity that's ever like, hey, this is perfume that smells like the moon, do not buy it, please. Could you
Oh
bottle
God.
like non-oxygen? Could you go up into space and get a bottle and just
Yeah.
gather everything that's there, put it in,
I
and
mean, you
like, hey,
can, but you just
sniff
have a bottle of
this.
nothing. It doesn't kill someone if there's no oxygen in a bottle. All you've got is a bottle with nothing in it.
Well, I mean, how do you know? What's the difference between a bottle full of oxygen and a bottle full of nothing?
One has oxygen and one has nothing. Like,
Yeah,
I
but what's
failed.
the difference?
Nothing really, I guess.
Well, listen, scientists from NASA, could you like take the air out of like a box, put a bottle in, and then seal that bottle,
Oh,
and
wait,
then
I
take
could
it
be
out?
wrong, but it might compress and get crushed. But I could be
Yeah,
wrong
I
about
think,
that.
yeah, I
That
was
might be a
thinking
bit
that as
cold,
well,
though.
because that is science. Are you trying to use science against me, boy?
I can't remember. I could be
So
wrong.
yeah,
But yeah,
we got a moon mall. We got the stench of death.
works every time.
Come to the Turtanium Traders, where we will be exclusively selling the stench of death. I mean, stench of moon perfume
Perfume.
by
And if you
what's
can't get to the Turtanium
what's a
traders,
relatively famous musician?
um, Imagine Monkey.
Yeah, by Imagine Monkey.
And if you can't
By
get to the
Monkey.
Turtanium traders and you want to see the
We will
sports that
get
are
to you
also
by
in,
any means
we will
possible. There
we
will
will
just be a
bring the
truck
trade to
barreling
you.
down through your neighborhood.
Oh,
It'll
it's
be
not a.
fun. But
You
we're
look
kind
down the
of.
road.
I don't care.
You hear a rumbling. You look down the road. You see there's a
Oh, wait, hold
Titanium
on.
Traders truck driving down the
Hold
road.
on, hold
But
on,
then you
hold on,
notice that's
hold
not
on.
everything. You look up to the skies. There is a ship, a flying ship of Titanium Traders coming towards you. But that's not all. You turn around and across the pond in the distance there is a hovercraft of Titanium Traders
Oh,
barreling
Jesus
straight
Christ,
towards
it's
you.
surrounding
And
us.
then you look
Oh,
directly up,
jeez,
and
what? There's a tank?
coming down from orbit is the moon mall,
Oh, look.
landing straight down towards you. It's coming for you. And then you look up in the sky, and then you see the Go Go Groceries Gauntlet helicarrier ass thing floating in the air above you, and you surround. You're like. They're gonna get the Titanium traders will get to you, but don't be afraid. You will get your shopping done, and you will enjoy it.
Cyber Prime,
Yes, and also there'll
I've
be
just
people that will
realized
be there
something.
to go and get it for you, cause
I've just realized something. I don't know how I managed it, but I think I may have accidentally foreshadowed the end of the video at the start of the video.
What
Do
now?
you remember how I opened this video? You gave me permission to open this video. We're on a plane hurling down to your local street, hurling down to the conversation. We've gone full circle. We started with just a little analogy about. We've gone in a loop. We're already out of business, ain't we? This is
Yeah.
some sort of weird time loop.
Yeah. Oh God.
We've just there's two other Cyberprime and Turtle guy. They're crashing down on a plane that they don't know how they set up. We've created a time loop.
Oh
Somehow.
God. Well, this was
But listen, that
that's
doesn't matter
amazing.
because we are flying down right into whatever I said the first time around. We are flying down. The engines are on fire. There's debris going everywhere, and we are hurtling down onto this street.
And
And on that note, I think we need to end the video so the
yeah.
loop can
So
begin again.
thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe and show your
If
support down
this is
below in
your
the
third
comments
time
if you
round,
enjoyed.
send help.
If you, yeah, if we haven't broken the cycle yet, just please send help.
If we have
But
broken the space-time continuum, I'm
this
not
has
sorry.
been we've been Turtanium, and this has been Tire Talks, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one if we ever break up.